going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So I'm going to go ahead and throw my hat in the ring into the 3rd annual USACC build. So stick around. I'm going to show you what I'll be doing to this bad boy. Alrighty, so this is what we'll be doing. So this is actually my first time entering into the USACC build. And last year I saw everybody was building the Roadrunner, the Plymouth Roadrunner, and I thought that was the coolest thing ever. And everybody was posting the final review videos on the same exact day, and it kind of made me kind of jealous. I was like, oh my god, I should have joined, because I've been seeing everybody's builds, and it's just super cool. Everybody's building the same kit. So this year, I believe Matthew over at Model Cars Magazine, he has chosen this kit, I believe. The classic, 55 Ford F100 Street Rod. So this is actually a very cool kit. I actually built this one a while back, way before I started my YouTube channel. I believe I built it box stock. Well, of course I did, but box art, I should say. I did paint it purple. I used the flames, and I know it did not turn out good. So right now it's my redemption to make this much better than what I did like 5 or 6 years ago. So I believe Matthew said he chose this kit because, for one, it's very cheap and it's relatively available to everywhere. And I did pick this up at my local hobby shop today, actually, during this video, for only 25 bucks. That's actually pretty cheap for a kit this day and age, because these days are about 30 bucks. So that's pretty cool. And I believe he also said it's pretty simplistic. So it means it has a nice basic chassis. There's a big engine bay, which Matthew said, and it does. This truck has a huge engine bay, so you can stuff a big block engine in there. So very cool. So let's go ahead and show you that we'll be doing to mine. So of course, since I have a 3D printer, we might as well go ahead and do some 3D printing. So I'm going to head and put my 3D printers to work, and we got some new stuff. So of course, we're not doing the box stock. So first things first, I will be lowering this truck, not by much. I don't want the axle poking through the bed, because I already did that, the Chevy C10 pickup. That one I did a fully slammed, like down to the ground truck. I already did that this year, so this one I kind of want to do more like a settle stance. So I do want the wheels to be in the fender wells, but not like just onto the ground. So because I already did that. And this kit, if I remember correctly, well, let's go ahead and just open it, because I do remember this kit. This kit has a really, really wonky suspension, for front suspension, I should say. And it has these tiny little wheels. These wheels are just so small, I believe, and they're just not right. So let's go ahead and take a peek and look inside. So, okay, of course, we got our glass. Here's the wheels. Yeah, these wheels are so small. They're really small for this truck. They look good, but they're really small. So we'll be ditching those. Here is our cab. So again, yes, it has a huge engine bay. So that means you can really stuff a huge engine in this bad boy if you really want to. So we're good there. So here is your, so here's your bed / interior parts. So that's not the reason why I do remember the bed is molded into your interior pan. So that kind of makes it easy for me, because I don't want to do, a bed delete, you want to call it. So that makes it easy, because I do want to use the bed. Dashboard is actually a very nice dashboard. It has a digital gauge cluster in there, so that's pretty neat. Then you get your exhaust and your fenders, so yeah, all that. And then the frame should be right there. Yes, it does. Very simplistic frame, so super nice, and we can easily do a lot of stuff. So the front suspension, when I remember, it's very wonky. I do remember that the suspension is very wonky. It's just weird. I'm not really a big fan of it when I built this kit years ago. And also the rear axle, I believe I had some issues with that too. It was that was also kind of wonky. It was kind of weird. So, but then you get, oh, here's your front suspension. Yeah, look how wonky that is. That's just, I don't know. To me, it doesn't look right. So, but we'll be replacing that. The chrome. Okay. Yeah, look at these wheels. They're super small. I mean, these are like, what are these, like 15-inch wheels? They're really tiny. You get your grill right there. So, but very nice. You know, chrome is nice. And you got your instructions. So, not too big a deal in there. So, let's go ahead and show you what we'll be doing for this bad boy. So we're going to put the box up there. So replacing the wheels, I did find some new wheels. These are, I'm not really sure if I'm using these wheels. I think they look pretty cool, but again, I'm not sure. I did find our wheel set I might use, but we found these wonky little things. These are really cool. I forgot the name of them, but these are actual truck wheels. You know, these are the back ones, and we got the front ones right here. The front ones are skinnier. So very cool. So these are really wonky looking, but for the style that I'm going to be doing to this truck, I think these might look pretty cool. If I don't like them, of course, I do have another set backup that I do want to use that look good at anything. But these wheels are optional, so I'm not really sure if we're using them or not. But very cool. These are, you know, they're definitely different. So, and they're much bigger. So these are 21-inch wheels, I believe, with a smaller profile tire. So we got those going. And then for suspension, when I mentioned the suspension was very wonky, so I got that covered because I am not using that suspension. And also I do want to lower this. That means, you know, I want a 4-link. So we got a nice 4-link rear axle. Of course, we'll be cutting this off to make it, you know, so the wheels can fit in there properly. But we got our 4-link. So there's our diff with our 4 links. There they are. So those will mount to the chassis frame. And then for the front suspension, we'll be using these bad boys. These are independent. I believe these are airbag front suspension. So these will just mount right to the chassis frame with steering, all that fun stuff. So we'll just scratch build a steering arm and stuff. So very cool. So we got that. Then the brakes, we'll be using some carbon ceramic brakes. You know why here in a sec, what kind of power plant we put in this thing. So, and those are Bumble calibers. So Bumble brakes with, you know, carbon ceramic discs. Why not? So let's go out. Grill. I did find an awesome grill. I got 3 different grills here. The kit chrome or the kit grill. Let's just look at that real quick. It's okay, never mind. It's kind of weird. Yeah, you get the grill right there. Is there like a V8? I believe there's like a V8. Yeah, there you go. Here's the V8 that goes on there. So I think we can do much better than that. How about this? There we go. And we place that. Yep. There we go. So we got a nice V8 grill. This one's optional. I'm not sure if we're using this one or not. So we got this one, and this grill will directly fit on to the truck. So it's a direct fit. I don't have to do any modifications. It will use the kit lens for the headlights and turn signals, and then I think, yeah, it's a direct fit to the truck. So we got the V8 right there. Or if I don't want to use that one, I'll be just a little bit different. We got another one that says Ford. So we got that one, or we got one more. Another one that says Ford, but has like a little bridge on it. That one's actually wicked cool. I'm actually really digging that one, but I'm not really sure. So I printed all 3 just because I'm not sure which one we're using. So we got those, and then with the tailgate, of course, here is the kit tailgate. So it's a nice tailgate. It says Ford, but I think we can go bigger with the Ford. Yeah, there we go. Ford, much bigger. We'll be using that for our tailgate. So we'll get that highlighted. It's very pronounced, so we can highlight that any color we choose to do so. So we got that for our tailgate. So grills, tailgate, we're all set. The suspension. Before we go to the power plant, the interior. I might just change up the interior. I am going to keep the dashboard. I think the dashboard is just beautiful in this truck. It has a digital gauge cluster, but I think we might do something instead of the bench seat. We'll go ahead and use some regular seats, and I'm thinking of more like these guys. So these are diamond plating or diamond stitching, there we go, seats. I forgot the name of them. I believe they're like older muscle car seats, but modern, because you do have your nice headrest in there that wraps around. So these are absolutely amazing, and we got two, of course. And then with those, we got the frame. So the frame will mount, it'll just mount in there like that. So they'll be raised up just a tad bit. Yes, we got those. And then how about center console? Because you're deleting the bench seat, you're gonna have a big gap between those seats. I got that covered as well. Diamond stitching, center console. So very cool. I believe that's a shifter. I might replace that because I believe the kit, the engine I'll be putting in is an automatic. So we'll probably put in a column shifter, but we'll probably get rid of that and put in like a screen, like a touch screen instead, for like the radio and all that fun stuff. So that will be our center console, and that will fit, you know, comfortably in between the seats. So, and it hopefully, I'll see if it meets up with the dashboard. If it's cool. So yeah, we got the interior all set with there, and then we'll also go ahead and replace the steering wheel with the Eskimo guy. So very cool. Get the new steering wheel in there. So that's it for the interior. One last thing, power plant. Of course, we're gonna be putting in different power plant. So one of the guys in the community, I did give him Rob. I gave Rob my 3D printed, or resin Cali engine, and he said he's going to be using that. I think that's super cool, and I think he definitely should be using that. So I'm gonna be a little bit different than Rob. So of course I am going to be putting in a Cali engine like him. I think this engine is going to fit beautifully and comfortably in that engine bay, because again, that engine bay is huge. So we got the Cali engine powered by Ford, but I think we're going to put in a little more horsepower in mine. So we got a supercharger upgrade with the intake supercharger. Here's my belt. We got a big filter, because these superchargers have huge, I mean massive filters. And then that will be going on to our Cali. So we're going to have a supercharged Cali engine, and I think that will be our power plant. And this should be really cool. So that'll be a massive, huge upgrade for that. But that's pretty much about it. That's about it. Yeah, that's literally all we got so far. So everything else, I'm confirmed I'm using, except the wheels and tires. I'm not really sure on the way I'll be taking this. I do have a color in mind, but you're gonna have to wait and find out for that. I'm gonna work with Splash Paints on this, and he's gonna, I'll see if Splash Paints can hook me up. But alright guys, that's it for this video. This is my entry into my first USACC build. I know this is the third annual, so, and I can't wait to see what you all come up with. I did see a bunch of entries, and you're all looking amazing on what you guys have planned. So I can't wait for that to happen. So the build starts today, September 15th, and I believe it goes till January 15th or 14th. I can't remember, but it goes to January, something like that. So I got enough time. I'm gonna go ahead and get my NASCAR built up, and then we'll probably start this right afterwards. So I just can't wait. But alright guys, that's it for this video, and until my next video, I'll catch you all next time. Take it easy.